Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Monarch Synchro here, bringing you my blackwing build. I'm sure a lot of people were expecting a blackwing, my new blackwing build since forever. I had some people ask me for it, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about nationals, what the deck that I would have been running, but I decided not to go. I mean, I could have gone with Z-Trog and Pause, and but I just decided it's a little too much money for me, and to be honest, I don't like the format that much. It's gonna be pretty much like 70% just X Sabers and Infernities. So I just feel like I didn't just want to go to nationals to like just lose to them. I mean, like my deck is pretty good in my opinion to handle both decks, but at the same time, it's like it comes down to like them having the setup before you, or it's like 50-50 sometimes, and it's like too much luck based right now. There's hardly any skill involved, like in the format, like there is with other decks like maybe Frog Monarch, stuff like that actually requires a little bit of skill. But Infernities is like mostly autopilot. X Sabers are not that hard to play. I mean, you open up Coldway Rescue Cat Fultro and it's like so obvious what you need to do. So it's like there's a lot of things that I don't like about the format. So that's why I decided not to go. Hopefully next year, the formats will be a lot better, and maybe Blackwings can shine a little more because they do have a lot of bad matchups like Gadgets and obviously X Sabers. But yeah, without further ado, let me show you my Blackwing build. Let's get started with two Soroku. I know people are gonna be like, why two and not three? But to be honest, I don't like triple Soroku. Like I draw it a lot. Even at two, I draw it way too many times, and it just keeps getting bottomless, or it just never goes off. I mean, it's good for that effect or being able to search the Shura if you don't have like another beat stick in your hand. But other than that, this card always gets like bottomless, or I don't know. It's just like sitting in my hand, not being able to summon it, and my opponent not drawing monsters. And like I need to swing for like 17 or something. I rather have like a 19 beat stick in my deck so I can just summon attack for game, because this just sits in my hand sometimes too much. So I just think double Soroku is good enough. And obviously you have the triple Shura, pretty much staple. Um, the triple Bora, same deal. Triple Kalute, double Blizzard, Gale, and one Vayu. I was running two. To be honest, I was drawing two. Like I was drawing doubles or just drawing at least one every single match. Like it was every single duel, and it was getting annoying having to draw him every time. Cause then it's like you're forced to set it or just summon and attack and start poking with it or something, and it's like I don't like to have like little monsters on my field. It's like in setting it kind of gives it away that it's a value most of the time, because you're not gonna set a Shura most of the time. So it's like I just like one for that one Shura hit, synchro for like um the Android or something. So that one's good. I'm taking more stuff. I'm taking in one DD Crow, since obviously like there's a lot of decks that revolve around the graveyard. So I was like, might as well just take in the one DD Crow. So yeah. This is like one of the big changes. I added two beat stick double Thunder Kings because I figured Blackwings need more beat stick power. I'm only running about six beat sticks, which is obviously the Shuras and the Boras that can be summoned, and they can get a lot over a lot of things. But there's also like when they summon Thunder King and like I don't have Soroku and I have a Shura, but I don't have a Kalut. So it's like there's no way I can get over it. So like I'm sitting there just waiting, waiting, waiting. And it's like I'd rather just summon Thunder King and smash into it and just get rid of it once and for all. So it's like, and it's like pretty much good against X Sabers and Infernity. So I was like, might as well just main them. And the one Gores because it's still pretty good. That's for the monsters is 19. For the magic cards, double Whirlwinds, pretty much staple. Double Book of Moon, um, one MST, one Heavy Storm, one Brain Control, those are staples, and one Allure of Darkness. Those are the magic cards. Double Bottomless for traps, double Icarus. I opted not to run three. I went to three and it was okay, but then it's like you just end up setting monsters and like setting the values when you had double value, setting the values and then just set the Icarus and they just play around it, and it's like I don't know. It's just I hate Starlight Road. It's out there a lot, and I'm pretty sure at nationals it would have been just crazy with all those Starlight Roads just to protect all their back rows. Uh, because I hate Starlight Road and back row, it's just back row hate staple in my opinion. Double dust tornado. One oppression. I tried two, and it's like, to be honest, if you're a good player, you'll be able to like play it at the right time and be able to protect it enough so that you don't have to draw into another one late game and be a dead draw, or have to have two if one gets destroyed. It's like, I'd rather just get it off and destroy one of their big plays, and then after that, if it gets destroyed, all well. That it lets me go off and synchro and do a lot of things. But yeah, it's good. Good is one enough. One is good enough. My bad. Uh, Mirror Force, because it's still pretty good. Torrential, staple. Solemn Judgment, staple. Trap Dust Shoot, it's a staple in my opinion. Such a good card. I'm taking in Deep Prison just to get rid of those Stardust. Sometimes I can't get rid of because my deck only revolves around destruction pretty much. Most of it. Double Icarus, Mirror Force, Torrential, Bottomless. So there's hardly any way to get rid of the Stardust except for like Gale and having a Collude in my hand to attack over it. But you can bet that they're going to have something to protect themselves. So it's good. Just that one Deep Prison just to get rid of something that's annoying. Sometimes you don't want to, like, you don't, they summon like a Tomato, for example, or a Sangan, and then you have a Bottomless, and it's like you can't do anything. So like that way you just set this and then just get rid of it, and don't have to worry about them bringing out Searchers and stuff like that. And it's still pretty good. And the one Starlight Road, I wasn't running that, but it's like I figured, wow, I hated getting heavy stormed when I had like 3 back row. There was no way I could protect myself from that if I had already used my Solemn. And I hate using Solemn against like heavy storm and stuff like that. I'd rather save it for like more power plays that my opponent does. But yeah, Starlight Road is pretty good. That's why I cut down to 1 oppression so that my oppression doesn't actually screw me over, and I can actually use Starlight Road. Onto the side deck, I have more, I guess, Infernity hate, more DD Crows because they're good. Double Cyber Dragon for that gadget matchup, and yeah, that's pretty much like maybe even against Gladiator Beasts, because I like to go more offense. I don't run Jujitsus in my side deck. I hate having to make my deck defensive. Like, sure, it's good when you have to like to slow down sometimes, but like sometimes I feel like slowing down too much against GBs, like just setting a Jujitsu master, like you're just letting, like you're just pretty much inviting them to go for Geyseras pretty much, and it's like they're gonna go like Cold Wave Geyseras, and then there goes your monster popped. Instead of, you could have just gone this and attacked over their monster. So it's like I like Cyber Dragon more like in the GB matchup. Then is the traps, double trap hole for a lot of matchups, GBs, blackwings, even X Sabers when they summon their full, not their Fultros, their full Helm Knights, and even summon their Ember's Blade. Just get rid of it right away. Just trap hole it. Infernity hate pretty much, and even frog hate, if you want to call it that. You can remove their 2 running totems for a frog FTK. They might be a little slow, but hopefully you go first and you're able to do this, and they don't have a giant Trunade. Double skill drink because it's pretty good. I mean, against X Sabers they're pretty good. Obviously against the Infernity matchup they're pretty good. Monarchs, they get wrecked by this. The Light and Darkness are pretty much jank if this is already on the field. So yeah, this deck is pretty like this card is pretty generic against everything. That's why I like opt to run it against, like, except for like pulling the rugs. I don't like pulling the rugs. This is better against pretty much like also the gadgets, stop their searching, and they just have pretty much little monsters now with no effects. I opted to side in the 3rd Icarus, just for that Infernity matchup, and maybe an X Sabers. So yeah, I just opted to like side deck it. Same with the oppression. If I know that they're not running Starlight Road, like the Icarus is going in there for sure. And then like if I know they special summon a lot, of course the oppression is going to go in there. For magics, I just run Triple Fissure. That's pretty much all like I need, because obviously I need an out to Consecrated Light. That's pretty much why it's in there. And quickly to the synchros, pretty much self-explanatory. Just double Stardust, Silverwind, double that, Black Rose, Goyo, Bryanak, double Armwing, Magic One that. So yeah guys, that's pretty much my deck that I would have ran at Nationals. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.